Everything is vibrating with a frequency which is less than speed of light. That's why we can able to experience that thing. That's why we have this body. The moment you decide to become what you want to become, then the reality starts to shift. Universe is learning from our consciousness. Your subconscious mind never gonna rewrite its program until you command it to happen. I want to share these 3 facts that you guys need to actually realize before you start your manifestation journey. When you think about something, it's actually a 4-dimensional thing. When you think and you feel and you want to happen, like you want it to happen in your life, the desire that already happened because it's instant. You can able to feel like any emotion that you would like to experience in your real life without even having it, because you got that idea of I want it just because you saw the reference in the outer world and you felt like you saw this beautiful relation and you felt it like how beautiful it is if I was there and if I am the one who is experiencing it. The moment you decided, you already experienced it. That's why manifestation is instant in 4-dimensional world. The moment you decide to become something, it's done already. It's just a matter of you bringing that reality into the 3-dimensional world. But how? There exists this word called detach from the process, detach from the results. What I meant by them is don't pretend like you're not caring about the results. It's something like trust in your abilities, trust in the universe, saying that when you decide something to want in your life, you need to pour all of your energy levels without giving your access to experience what if it doesn't come out the way I'm expected. Instead of fearing, doubting, or instead of having that greedy mindset like I want it now, you just need to give your 100% there. If you think about what might happen instead of actually giving your 100% here, your capability to perform the 100%, you know, your brain has simply, your brain speaks in terms of energy levels. The moment you express the energy levels, like you're investing your energies in, the process which is not yet happened and doubting and, fearing and all, but still they are the emotions and your brain needs to fuel those emotions, and there is a lot of loss in your energy levels when all of your energy is going there, and what you're left with to get motivated to actually work on things that you need to work on. That means work on only the results, like that you can able to bring it, that you can offer to that plate. The moment you start working on whatever that's in your control, there's where the magic starts to happen, because you have said that I believe you, universe, and I'm gonna give my best here, and I don't care. That doesn't mean don't care means I don't care whether the results is perfect or not. You don't need to care about how it will going to happen, but you just need to care about what are the actions that you can possibly take to give your best by trusting the universe. And the moment you start unfolding your thoughts and actions, you're going to get the directions that has been guiding by the universe. It's simple. When you're just planting a seed, you just need to let that seed grow by its own. You need to have that belief. Just like that, whenever you ask for something, believe into this fact that universe is already planted that seed and you just need to wait for it. You just need to wait with the full of faith and full of confirmation, like with that excitement, because you already asked. I just asked my higher self and it's on its way to make that thing in real life as my reality. And that's how the manifestation works. And after that thing, this is super important, that reality is a reflection. A reflection, like it works like a mirror. Imagine in the mirror, you are the one who is looking into your own reflection. When you raise your hand, your reflection must raise their hand. It's simple. The 4-dimensional world, that's you. 3-dimensional world, that's the mirror. That's what you see in the reality. Just looking at the mirror and you want to raise your hand, but the mirror is not raising the hand just because you didn't start it internally. You didn't do anything internally, and how can you able to expect the world to do the magic by its own? Because entire life that you're living right now, it's just a perspective that you coded inside your head, and that went to your subconscious programming in a very early age, and you're calling it as your life. You know what, we might see ourselves maybe for 1% or 2% in the entire life, and the remaining 1% is too high, maybe 0.5, 6 for the max. And the remaining, every ideology is borrowed from someone else. The lifestyle, the way you look like, the way you decide the way I want to look like, everything is an ideology from someone else. The prefrontal cortex, the conscious brain, that will decide what you want. And that's the beauty. Whenever you're doing something by your own with all of your creativity poured onto it, you see that there is a blissful nature. Like you feel like I did it. There is a different whole different energy, because in that particular portion of time you have connected to your higher self, and your higher self is what the universe is. Universe is living through you. You need to understand this thing. Universe is learning from our consciousness. That doesn't mean, okay, the ego comes up saying that I am the one who is deciding the universe. No, everything is in a synchronicity. Everything is having this balance to maintain the way the world looks like right now, the way it needs to be. Just like that, remember, the moment you decide to become what you want to become, then the reality starts to shift, because you're the one who is looking into the mirror. Mirror is just a reflection that you see in this world. If you see your reality right now, like if you see you're not really at the place where you want it to be, then treat this environment as a feedback. Okay, look at your patterns, look at your awareness, and look at all of the things that you're doing it just like you're looking at someone else, and see, okay, if I do these actions in my life, I'll end up here. Feedback, it's a feedback. Take it as a reference and change it according to your future self. Like you know how the ideal self must look like, and they will be doing certain actions from day, like from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Change, start to believe and start to act according to that thing. Here it's not pretending, it's just you deciding to be your highest version. And remember, this is the most important thing. Your subconscious mind never going to rewrite its program until you command it to happen. You need to speak in terms of commands. You need to decide. You need to say, I'm deciding to be this person. I am being this person. That's it. The very first thing feels like really strange, feels like you're doing more than usual, but the moment you keep on choosing the same version that you want to become, eventually you're going to become that version. That simple it is. Remember, this human body is not flesh and blood. It's like a magician. You can choose to become whoever you want to be by just reprogramming your mindset, reprogramming your emotions. You can able to do that just with an awareness. Ask yourself, whenever you're doing something daily life right now, ask yourself, why are you watching this video? What made you to watch this video? They're gonna tell you like what are the patterns that you're following in your life, and look into that thing. If that pattern is not serving you, rewrite it according to the way that actually serves you. That simple it is. And remember one thing, anything which is not having a frequency of a speed of light can't able to move forward. That's why we experience the matter. All of these things, every matter that you can able to touch and feel, everything is vibrating with a frequency which is less than speed of light. That's why we can able to experience that thing. That's why we have this body, but we also have this access to the four-dimensional world where you can actually travel within nanoseconds. Like you decide, you become, you experience, that's it, done. You have the access from three-dimensional to the four-dimensional. Make use of that thing, and that's how you bring the best out of your entire life. So let me just recall you one simple time. Like the very first thing, the reality happens according to the way we think and we perceive. The one who is deciding to see the world is already existing in the four dimension. Manifestation is instant. The moment you decide to become something, you already became. That's it. And 3D world takes time and effort, and you need to work over it with a super clear intention and the amazing trust over the universe. And that's how you bring it, everything that already existed in front of you, into your life as an alignment that you always wanted to become or you always wanted to reach out.